here with Nora, the manager and kitchen director of Orchard Grocer, an all plant-based, vegan, cruelty-free grocery market and delicatessen in the Lower East Side.
Welcome.
You, as the manager, you also mentioned to me that you help run the kitchen and help with the menu development, but you also help with the product selection. So how do you go about finding these vendors and what's the criteria for selection?
I don't know, you just want to find something that you've never seen before. And that includes both fully vegan businesses and businesses that are branching out into vegan food, for the first time, which is sort of a controversial issue, I think, in the vegan community.
What's controversial about that? Isn't that a good thing?
It's a little controversial in the sense that you are supporting this larger company who's also creating non-vegan products. But we've really tried to put our weight behind more vegan food, veganize your line, go as vegan as possible, in the hopes that one day these giant companies will be fully vegan.
I never thought you could have like a pig in a blanket, plant-based.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
How did it?
So making a 5-bean chili, you can make it at home. You can follow a vegan recipe. You can use beans and vegetable broth, and it's a very simple format. But when you're trying to break down the barrier between vegan food and mainstream food, one thing that a lot of people focus on is the things we can't make, the things that aren't already vegan, or you wonder, am I ever going to eat that food again? So that's one way that a lot of vegan food innovators are moving towards creating more vegan and plant-based consumers, is to veganize an item that you never thought you could have.
I'm seeing some strange things on the bottom here, like meat-free meats. Are they allowed to even call it that anymore? Because I know there's like some controversy going on in like the actual legislation and in Congress regarding whether plant-based or vegan meats can actually go by that name, or nut milks, can they use the word milk?
Correct.
So how are your suppliers dealing with that?
So larger animal and dairy product companies are fighting back against the plant-based innovators. And the way that they're trying to do that is taking out the language that we can use.
That familiar language, which helps create that nostalgic connection and the immediate connection of what the product is.
But for us, we're not depressed about it. We're so excited that they're shaking in their boots. We're gonna persevere through whatever this big industry tries to do. They're trying to move forward with these regulations because they're afraid.
How has the community embraced Orchard Grocer? Is it just vegans that are coming here so that they can find that obscure product they can't get at the typical standard grocery store? Or are you finding that curious people are stumbling upon and actually coming back, even though they're not vegan?
We get a lot of people who are either newly vegan or thinking about veganism, but we also have people who have been vegan for several years. We have a pretty diverse customer base.
So that is really who you're speaking to, is you created the haven for veganism.
Yeah, I would hope that's really kind of you to say, but we really strive to make this an environment where people can feel comfortable asking questions. The majority of our staff is vegan. They love talking about veganism. They want to talk about it with everyone. So it's kind of just a vegan party. The sandwich that we're building is the Bowery. So that is our breakfast sandwich. It's our take on the classic bacon, egg, and cheese. First step, cheese. Next step, bacon. So this is our house marinated tempeh bacon.
What do you marinate it in to get that smoky bacon flavor?
Well, we marinated in a number of things. A little bit of balsamic vinegar, some tamari, and some liquid smoke. Next up, we have tofu egg.
Tofu egg?
Yeah.
So, how?
Working with tofu, you start with that big white block that we're all familiar with. So we press our tofu to squeeze out some of the water, and then we marinate our tofu in a combination of olive oil, safflower oil, turmeric, and a little bit of kala namak, which is black salt, and that is the key to getting that eggy flavor.
Oh my gosh.
Is it hot?
It's hot, but like gooey, smoky, so filling, so good.